Hey guys, I just saw Infinity War and there's so much to unpack and discuss. I'm sure I won't cover it all, but I still want to share my thoughts with you. So, what do you say? You want to talk some Infinity War? Then let's get to it.
Thanos demands your silence.
Shut up, Thanos! We're talking about your movie.
It's the Avengers War times Infinity, and I feel fine.
6 o'clock, get a stone and put a Thanos or something. You know, every time I sing in a video, there's always someone in the comments saying, please stop with the singing. So I want to be respectful and honor those wishes. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah. Infinity War! Infinity War! The ginormous beginning of the end to this massive 10 years in the making cankled unicorn is here. And may I say, holy cankles! What a movie. It is an enormous, fast-moving film with almost every MCU character to date. It's got Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, Black Widow, Black Panther, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy, Vision and Scarlet Witch, Bucky and Falcon, Hulk and Bruce Banner. It's got almost all of them. And it's all centered around the long-awaited supervillain, Thanos. Who is Thanos, you ask? Thanos is a big blue, pink, sometimes purple alien known as the Mad Titan, who has a serious problem with overpopulation, even if he doesn't live there. And he has decided he is not going to take it anymore, so half of everything has got to go. Because we need balance, and death is the only solution for some reason. Oh right, it's because he's evil. So, to speed up that process, he decides to finally collect all of the super magic Infinity Stones from the previous movies, which when all stuck onto his golden Nintendo Power Glove makes him the most elite, unstoppable wrinkled chin in all the universe. So, when the Avengers all start to find out about this, of course they're like, excuse me, no thank you. And then lots and lots of battles commence. And that's about all you can say before you start spoiling all the good parts. It is a very, very bold story that covers the entire spectrum of the MCU and indeed delivers the greatest foe that the Avengers have ever faced. I absolutely love this movie. I highly recommend it. It takes risks, it has some very intense scenes, and it takes traditional Marvel movie expectations and totally flips them on their head, giving us one of, if not the most unique endings I've ever seen in a superhero film. I'm honestly still processing my feelings on it. This is definitely the "it's time to graduate" film. It's like listening to that Adele song about we're not kids no more, except then Adele suddenly kills Santa Claus in front of your family.
Wow.
Sorry, that was a really weird comparison. This is getting off track. I was trying to illustrate that this film might blow your kids' minds. Like little Timmy went into the Infinity War all sweet and innocent, but he's coming out with a beard like Captain America. Little Timmy's seen some things. But I didn't, because I'm already a bearded grown man. Anyways, let's dive in, shall we? I think it's safe to say that nobody was expecting Thanos to break out into a song and dance. I mean, that reality stone is just weird. I'm kidding, that doesn't happen. It's actually Doctor Strange who has a song and dance. Anyways, spoilers ahead, people. What do you think about the cast? I really thought the way they split up the cast was quite brilliant. Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy are out in space. Tony, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange team up and they end up in space. Captain America and Black Panther are all on Earth. It was a nice balance, and it told the story of Thanos' journey really well. There's not a lot of character development other than Thanos, which I didn't really have a problem with because I've been keeping up with everything. But I imagine if you came into this for the first time viewing this movie, you'd be like, who are all these people? And why should I care about them?
What did you think about the Black Order?
So Thanos has this running crew with him, and I thought they were, for the most part, super creepy. Particularly that mullet Voldemort Crypt Keeper Sith Lord looking one, which apparently his name is Ebony Maw. You don't really get to know their names, but they are definitely very effective and very scary looking, and they put up a big fight. I thought they were cool in a scary way, but nothing compared to Thanos. So let's just get to Thanos.
What did you think about Thanos?
I thought Thanos was totally scary, and Josh Brolin feels like the perfect fit for this character. He is threatening from the very beginning, and you totally buy this guy is going to stop at nothing to get what he wants. I thought Thanos was portrayed extremely well. My only problem I had with Thanos was that it didn't really explain how he knows where all the stones are located. Like, are they just really lucky at finding out where someone might have hidden one? Or is there some kind of stone radar or something? They got like a stone sniffing dog. They don't really go into that part. But Thanos as a whole, I thought was amazing.
What about that Wakanda fight, though?
There is a lot of awesome action in this movie, which is to be expected. But the movie sort of builds up to this massive Phantom Menace war scene at the end, and it's just full of exciting moments. I do sort of feel like Wakanda didn't flex its power as much as I expected it to. That said, I still really enjoy that last battle, and Thor's entrance was just awesome. It was just like whoosh, and I'm like, yeah, where's the Led Zeppelin?
What was your favorite?
Okay, I think my favorite line is probably when Rocket says to Bucky, "Oh, I'm gonna get that arm." I thought that was hilarious and just beautifully timed. And if you followed Guardians of the Galaxy, that's just such a true thing he would say, and it was so great. But my favorite thing about this movie was the end, so let's just jump ahead. My favorite was that heroes actually died, which is a really sad thing to say, I know, but let me explain. If you're a dude like me, you grew up with this movie called Transformers the Movie. This was the movie that scarred kids for life. In a world where cartoons were always safe and good always defeats evil every single time, Transformers the Movie decided instead to kick all little children in the teeth by having Megatron and the Decepticons straight up murder all of your favorite Autobots in the first 10 minutes. Why is Optimus turning gray, Mother? Needless to say, it wrecked us. It was also one of the first cartoons I ever saw that cursed, which just blew my mind. So that's like a double whammy. And I don't really know if kids in later years ever had to face that same experience with their heroes in a film. Until now. Thanos is like, "I will kill all of you." And he almost does. From start to finish, practically every character almost tastes the wrath of Thanos, and it totally works. I felt completely helpless for the team, and I was on the edge of my seat for most of the film. And that final scene where Thanos snaps his fingers and the unthinkable begins to happen. Suddenly we are forced to see all these heroes start to turn to dust. I was so shocked. I was like, not Star-Lord, not Spider-Man, not Black Panther, not Groot! But in my heart I was just like, yes, just like Transformers. That's how you do it!
Sit down, sir.
And now I'm so excited to see what happens next. Are these heroes gone forever? Some of them have future movie deals. How can they be gone? But what if they are? This movie would be so much more amazing if all of those movie deals happened before Thanos actually arrives. I'm personally still hoping they send Ant-Man back in time to save everyone, because Ant-Man's not in the movie, and because there is one thing this movie didn't do in typical Avengers fashion, and that is have that iconic shot with all of the characters fighting together in the same frame. I mean, most of them are there for that Wakanda battle, but not Iron Man's squad. But they have to have that perfect iconic shot, and they haven't given us that yet. So I expect part 2 of Infinity War to sort that out. But what was the point? To make you cry. To shock you, to keep you guessing. But I sort of think there have been often very plausible threats presented in the MCU. The motivations of the villains are often relevant issues the world deals with today. Whether it's terrorist weapons dealers, the NSA, government profiling, foreign agents dividing a nation, minority oppression, and border control. Infinity War brings up the subjects of overpopulation and radical extremists. You know, for kids. Thanos thinks it's necessary to purge the universe to keep things in balance, and is willing to wipe out millions so that others can have, quote, paradise. That's some really dark stuff right there. But the Avengers believe the opposite. Every life has value. And I think it was summed up best between Captain America and Vision. Vision is willing to sacrifice his life to destroy the Mind Stone before Thanos can get it. But Captain America tells him, "We don't trade lives." Later, Vision says the same thing to Captain America when he saves his life. Two of arguably the wisest Avengers are communicating to the audience that the sacrifice of some lives to save others is unacceptable. Every life has value. I think this is used only to highlight the theme of the film though, because when it's happening it feels wrong. As Spock says, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And every single Avenger would trade their lives if it meant saving half of the universe. Vision even points this out to Captain America by reminding him he did the exact same thing back in the 40s, but I guess Cap is all, "Do as I say, not as I do." And this is really interesting when you think about what happens earlier in the film. Doctor Strange actually tells Tony, "I will not hesitate to let you die to protect the Time Stone." But then he immediately gives it up to bargain for Tony's life when Thanos actually has him in his grasp. But I actually don't think this is a change of heart. I think this is a setup, because A, I don't believe that Doctor Strange would actually flip-flop his opinion about protecting the Time Stone. And B, I think that when he was looking into the future with all the millions of possibilities, he saw that giving up the stone was actually the only way they could defeat Thanos in the long term. I believe Doctor Strange is trying to save everyone, and he knows this is the only way. So perhaps in a weird way, half of them did have to die to eventually save them all.
Doctor Strange, gotta save them all! Give her the time stone up, Doctor Strange!
You save me and I'll save you, Doctor Strange!
Doctor Strange!
I'm never gonna stop singing. So those are my thoughts after only one viewing. Like I said, I'm still processing all of this. So all of this could be wrong and Spider-Man and Loki are actually dead, which is just insanity. I hope they're not, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, that's all for now. Please let me know your thoughts about the film. Did it blow your mind? Did it make you mad or sad? I want to know your thoughts, so leave me a comment. We are currently right in the middle of building how Black Panther should have ended, but you can bet we are going full blast into Infinity War afterwards, because this is for sure the movie we're going to be talking about for a long time. So don't you worry about that. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, watch some more videos, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we will hopefully see you next time. Bye!